Discussing the top tracks from the artists we love. Top 5's with KXVU.
Right then, people, we're back inside the building. How are we doing this morning? This is Breakfast with KXVU here on Trickstar Radio, and we are about to jump into today's edition of Top 5's. Now, over the last few weeks, I've absolutely loved doing this section of the show where we break down the top 5 tracks from different artists from around the world, different genres, different styles. We've done tech house, we've done bassline, we've done UK grime, we've done garage, we've done loads of different styles with this section of the show. And what I'm looking forward to doing today is featuring an artist who actually features very prominently on CubCamTV. Now, if you are looking in live via the Trickstar Radio app or via the DAB or wherever you're locked in from, make sure you do go and check out youtube.com/CubCamTV. We do run reaction videos from music from around the world. Always very enjoyable, especially on a Thursday evening when most of the new music videos drop. However, this section of the show is actually something that links the show that we are currently on and the channel together, because this is where we break down the top 5 tracks from those different artists. A lot of the time, not necessarily the artists we review, but it depends. You know, sometimes they're artists we review, sometimes they aren't. But today, we're going to be breaking down an artist that we've actually reviewed, I believe, the most on CubCamTV, and it is, of course, WizKid. Now, if you are following this channel, the odds are at some point you have seen one of the WizKid reaction videos, and obviously they seem to get so much natural love and interaction. I thought, you know what? Let's switch things around this week and let's do a top 5 on Made in Lagos, his brand new album. So what we're going to do for the next 10 minutes or so is break down what I believe to be the top 5 tracks off that album project. Kicking off with this one in number 5. It goes by the name of Blessed, and it features the legendary Damian Marley. Again, a really nice link up. Really, really cool to hear Damian Marley actually take on a much more Afrobeat style rather than the more sort of dub-wise, more Jamaican influenced background that he's actually from. And obviously WizKid in collaboration on this one does a fantastic job. Really cool to hear these two Goliaths of music from around the world come together on this tune, and it's absolutely fantastic. So we're going to get into it now. Keep it locked, people. We're live on the big bad Trickstar Radio. It's Breakfast with KXVU. Don't go anywhere. Oh, yes. There we go. That one landing in number 5 on today's top 5 listings. Massive shouts out to each and every one of you locked into this video. If you are locking in via the YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you are locked in via the Trickstar Radio app, make sure you head over that way, and vice versa. You know, let's make this as collaborative as possible. So, moving forward into track 4 on this project. And before we get into this one, I have to say, this is my personal top 5 listing. You may have different opinions on it. I would love to hear those opinions. Do leave them in the comments down below, or do message in at KXVU, at TrickstarBTN. What we're going to be doing now is number 4, however, and it goes by the name of Sweet One. Now, for me, this is a perfect album tune. I feel this is a tune that really summarizes everything the album's about in regards to the instrumentation, WizKid's vocal performance. The overall vibe of the tune is just so uplifting, and it's just a tune that I feel summarizes exactly where WizKid is at musically, which is why, for me, just for the pure value of what the tune actually is, that's why it sits in number 4 for me on today's listing. So there we go. We're moving through these pretty rapidly this morning. Just gone 33 minutes past 9.
You tell me when you leave, come back. She said nobody make a move like that. She said
that one going by the name of Sweet One. We are live on Trickstar Radio right about now, running down the top 5 official WizKid tracks from Made in Lagos. Now, this is where it gets very, very interesting, because this album is so star-studded with guests, and also the general quality level is just so damn high. It's been very, very difficult to break this down into a top 5. Now, the top 3 tunes are going to be realistically ones that a lot of people find popular off the project. Now, in number 3, this might be slightly controversial, but it is the collaboration with Burna Boy by the name of Ginger. One of the catchiest hooks of 2020, without a shadow of a doubt. I find myself humming this tune as I'm walking around the house. And again, to see WizKid and Burna Boy come together in this format and hear just how solid and how engaging they sound together is very special indeed. And for me, this is one of the most powerful tracks on the album in general. So that's why this one sits in number 3. It goes by the name of Ginger, WizKid and Burna Boy on this one. Keep it locked, people. We're live on Trickstar Radio right about now, running down the top 5 tracks off of Made in Lagos. Don't go anywhere. Now, I tell you what, that one was very difficult not to sit and sing along to. Amazing tune, Ginger, WizKid and Burna Boy. That one in number 3, and a previous Trickstar Radio track of the week as well. Let's make that known. So we're moving into the top 2 tracks off Made in Lagos now, and this is where it gets very sticky indeed, because for me, this tune is one of the tracks of the year, as is the number one. So that's where it gets even more difficult. But I feel this tune, the way it's been put together, the compositional value of this one, the fact it continues to grow, it expands. There's no double ups. It's always something new. Every new 8 bars, there's something completely different happening. And for me, that's so incredible to listen to. So this is why this one is ranked so highly. This was one of the leading singles off of Made in Lagos as well. It goes by the name of No Stress. I remember it shutting the internet down differently. So this is why this one sits in number 2. WizKid, No Stress, as we run down the top 5 tracks off of Made in Lagos. Out to all the locked in crew each and every time. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and downloading that Trickstar Radio app. Don't go anywhere, my friends.
She got her own, but she needs some love.
There we go. Number 2 on today's listing. Just gone 20 to 10 here as we move towards the final section of the show and the final section of this part of the show we call Top 5's, and it's always an absolute pleasure to do them. Out to everyone locking in specifically for this section this morning. The thing is, over on my YouTube channel, I know there's a big WizKid fan base involved. Just Nigerian music in general seems to be the thing on my YouTube channel which gets the most attention and seems to be the thing that gets the most reception and appreciation as well, which is why we're doing so much of it at the moment. And this is why I hold WizKid in such high regard. And this is why this tune is number 1 on today's listing. It goes by the name of Reckless. This is the first tune on the album. It is the introductory track. And I feel, as a way of setting a tone for an album, there aren't many tunes I've heard that do it as well as this one. Proper, nice, enjoyable flavours on this one. Super uplifting throughout. And again, it's just WizKid sending a message saying, look, whatever you do, I'm not going to fall, so stop trying. And what a way to round off.
I know see them go play on my downfall.
Discussing the top tracks from the artists we love. Top 5's with KXVU.